All right, now that we have been working and we know about fractions to percent, percents to fractions, decimals to percent, percents to decimals, we've moved all back and forth. Now we're actually going to work on some percent application problems. Now, these can be made somewhat challenging, but I hope that I have a technique that's going to be very, very helpful. We're going to use proportions to solve this. And just as a quick reminder, if you said 2 is to 5 as x is to 10, we used 2 steps to do this. We found the cross product. 2 times 10 is 20. Then we took that and we divided it by the number we hadn't used yet, and we got 4. So x would be 4. So we know how to solve things, how to solve a proportion. If we could just always turn our percent problems into proportions. Now, the kinds of questions we're going to be looking at will be things like, what is 6% of 95? 82 is what percent of 85? 6 is 7% of what number? Lots and lots of problems like that. Now, most textbooks say exactly this. To solve a percent problem using a proportion, we translate as follows. It is the number over 100, and the number, which is the percent, and that equals the amount over the base. Honestly, I think that's going to be, I don't find that to be very helpful. So I want to give you a new way to look at these. I want you to remember that the rule is set up this proportion. Is over of equals the percent number over 100. That's easy to remember, and it is going to make your percent life easier. All right, let me show you what I mean. This says to just translate. In this lesson, we're not going to do any solving. We're just going to translate. Now, when I write down a proportion, it could be that I have the left and right sides reversed, but that does not matter. So let's just see. It says, what is, let me make this a little bit larger to read. Okay. It says, what is 37% of 72? Now remember this, is over of equals percent over 100. What is 37% of 72? What is? That means that we don't know the is number. Let's put it in. Of, we don't, the of number is 72. The percent number is very obvious, 37, and it's over 100. Now, I don't think it should matter to you whether we use letter N, A, B, C. The author tends to put always an A up here, a B here, N's in different places. You know what? I'm just going to use X. Now you are looking in your multiple choice for one of them that has a letter over 72 and 37 over 100. All right, well, it can't be that one, and it can't be that one. Look for the 37 over 100. Okay, maybe here. 37, nope. 37 over 100, yes. No. So which one of these? Well, it has x over 72. Well, they use letter A over 72. Here it is. I know it looks a little different, but it does have a 37 over 100 on one side, and it has a letter over 72 on the other. So that's going to be the one that we choose. I promise that this is over of, percent over 100, can really, really help. Let's look at the next one. Remember, we want is over of equals percent over 100. What is 37% of 74? What is? That means I don't know the is number. The of number, there it is. It always comes right after the word of. The percent number is super easy because it has a percent sign on it. You leave it off because you're putting it over 100. We're not solving this. We're trying to find which one of these matches up. Right away, find all the ones that have 34 over 100. All right, so this one does, this one doesn't, yes, doesn't. 34 over 100, we need letter over 74. Nope. Yes, letter over 74. I knew they used an A and I used an X. That should not matter. Let's look at another one. We want is over of equals percent over 100. All right, what is 38% of 72? What is? Means I don't know the is. 38%. 38 goes over here. It's always over 100. Of 72, the of number is on the bottom. I'm looking for which ones have a 38 over 100. No, yes, no, no, yes, no, and equals some letter over 72. This one has A over 72. That one's reversed. It is choice E. Okay, this one changes up. Remember, is over of equals percent over 100. 4.7 is, goes in the is spot. What percent? The percent is unknown. Put an X in the percent spot. Of 5.8. 5.8 is in the of spot. So look over here. Which ones do you find a 4.7 over a 5.8? No, no, yes, no, no, no. This is the only one that did, and it does have an N over 100. We had an X over 100. Okay, so it is choice C. But I think you will find it easier if you are looking for the keywords is and of, and percent is always easy to identify. Okay, next one is over of equals percent over 100. 4.9 is what percent of 5.9? So 4.9 is the is. 5.9 comes after the word of. The percent we don't know, and it's over 100. So I'm looking for one that has 4.9 over 5.9. Well, this one does. And that's the only one. It also has N where I have X over 100. Obviously, it does not matter which side of the equation these ratios are on. All right, next one is over of equals percent over 100. 4.1 is what percent of 5.7? 4.1 is, that means it sits in the if spot, of 5.7. The percent number, unknown, and it's over 100. So if I look for these, I think this is the only one. It has a 4.1 over a 5.7. It has variable over 100. Those two are the same. All right, I don't have any more of those to do, so Make sure that you understand that the proportion is over of equals percent over 100. The author of your book calls this an A, this a B, and this an N. But it is difficult in a sentence to tell what's an N, what's an A, what's a B. But the words is, of, and percent, I think you will find to be very easy. Okay, go ahead and work on a translation exercise.